Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises and highest honors to Yahweh, which is the name of the Heavenly Father in Paleo-Ancient Hebrew, and to Yahweh Shai, the one you ignorantly call Jesus Christ, is the name of the Paleo-Ancient Hebrew. Double honors to the Apostle Elders, a great millstone and rule well, and salutations to you brothers that preach, teach, prophesy this word in truth and sincerity, who put our lives on the line in these last days to bring you this raw, this uncut truth. It's the brother Aryaga from the Grand Rapids, Michigan camp, here with another nifty lesson. And to all you few brothers and sisters that may see this, Shalom. Let's get into it. All right. This lesson will be getting on 2/3 of our women. So I'm going to tell you like this, so-called black women, even Latinos and natives, understand this, man. If this does not apply to you, do not get offended. I'm not saying this is all of our women, but it's the majority. And this is why, at this point in time in the world, the CDC has even shown it, the most undesired woman on the planet is the so-called black woman. Let me explain. Here's my point. Black women. Says in most countries, certain racial groups are often perceived as more physically attractive than others, and this often varies by gender. Black women and Asian men are among the least desired demographics in heterosexual online dating, with their opposite gender counterparty being more likely to date interracially. So, so-called black woman and the so-called Asian man are some of the most undesired men and women on the planet. Okay? But like I said, their counterparts to date each other. Hey, them Asian women love them some Jakes, some so-called Negroes, Latinos, and natives. Okay? They really do. And that's why a lot of these so-called black men are going to other countries and they'll say, "Are you weak, you lame," and all that. We don't really care what you say at this point, because they over there enjoying themselves and the women are treating them like they should have been treated by their own women. Unfortunately, because of these curses, these women are against us. Okay? Our women are against us, especially the so-called white black man and the so-called black woman. The Heavenly Father has put them in a precarious situation in which the so-called black women have a complete disdain for the so-called black man. And they can say, "Oh, no, it's not true," and all that. Listen, as a growing up being categorized as a so-called black man, I can tell you from my experience and from the experience of other so-called black men that this is very true. Okay? This is very true. Micah 7:10. For she that is thine enemy. Because of these curses, we have been placed against each other. And women are a man's glory, according to the scriptures. And a woman's glory is her hair. Okay? It says a man was not made for woman, but woman for man. So a woman is our direct representation of our nation. If your women are not in order, this is a direct reflection onto the men. And a lot of our men are being raised by women. Father, whether they're in the household because they're deadbeats, they're not in the household because they're deadbeats, or because a lot of the times the mother and the father fell out and she gets custody and she moves away, or she does everything that she can to make sure he has little to, if any, time with the children to be able to imprint and leave his mark on them. So I'm going through that too. 3, 4 children, you know what I'm saying? All because you're not happy. They've done studies and statistics to show that a woman will pursue her happiness over her family. Okay? And the one that's top at the list is the so-called black woman. These are the realities and the statistics that are out here, and they'll be like, well, who's taking it? Who's it? Listen, just ask. Look, everybody seems to know it but our own women. And it's crazy because you forgot what men really want. We don't want BBLs, veneers, wigs, weaves, and all of that other bullshit. We don't care for that. Okay? We don't, that's not what we desire. Okay? And the reality is setting in. And this is why they are the most unmarried woman on the planet. Because you're the only woman on this planet, 2/3 of our women, that are against their men. Call them dogs and nothing, and they ain't shit. By far, you're the only race of women in the majority that do that. Once again, it's because of these curses that the Heavenly Father has us under on this side. Okay? Now, what I would do is a series of proof. And this is the first part of that series. And what I want to do is explain 2 situations that as of late have taken place to prove this. And yes, our women are more prone to call the police on us for no reason, just to see us get in trouble by the law or because they're angry at us. Y'all are more prone to call the police on us than the so-called white woman is. That shit is real. That's real life, man. That's live action. And I'm going to present it to you in this video today with these 2 scenarios. And they'll be like, oh, well, that's just 2 scenarios. That don't mean nothing. Shit. Most so-called black men can give you a similar story. You understand? It says, stay quiet. Stay quiet for what? I got caught up in some BS 11 years ago, and a motherfucker tried to get me again yesterday. No, ma'am. It says they are both, and this dumb motherfucker, God is not pleased in Memphis, Tennessee. It says they both are the problems. He should have just stayed quiet. No. And you know it's some goofy ass demon that left that shit. But here it is, this brother was hit with a charge, but it says record removed back in 2014, and they tried to catch him on sexual exploitation of minor. Soliciting sexual exploit of minor, right? That's what they try to catch him up with, but it says record removed because it turned out to be fraudulent. Now, this bald-headed beast right here, this fucking hyena, this head-handed hooligan, look at that. These curses are a motherfucker. Without all of that makeup and all that wigs, weaves, and shit, I mean, a good amount of our women look just like this. They look like Gary Payton, you know what I'm saying? Without the goatee. In his rookie year, it says Yasmin Cotton, number 1. It says public drunk. This happened on the 19th of May. Disorderly conduct, failure to obey, resisting arrest. All right, so we're gonna see the brother's story and what he went through. All right, so that's the brother right there. All right, this is everybody's comments on a little extra shit they have to say about this situation. It says, hold up, I'm loading up. Give me a minute. This shit like World War III. That's real. At this point, it's in his best interest to just shut the fuck up. Not too many people gonna keep saying and it says Seymour. And it's all these, clown assholes that's putting these comments and shit. Okay? Because, instead of, how black people do, they'll say, man, right or wrong, I'm riding with mine. No. I don't give a fuck who you are. You can be my brother. You can be my mama, my loved ones, my father. If you wrong, you wrong. I'm not finna ride for you. Right or wrong, I'm riding with them. No. And then next you know, you all fucked up. They might get off. You might get locked up or killed or, be some kind of casualty to their wrongdoing, and you gonna catch the judgment. No. You wrong, you wrong. And unfortunately, a lot of our women stick up for other women, even though they in the fucking wrong, but don't get along with each other. That's like the obvious reality that we continue to see, that I've seen growing up.
The police because I want y'all to pull up there before I got there. He took me out to get drunk and do all this. If I don't suck his dick or fuck him, I will have to go to the house and this and that. So he's taking advantage of me, and I want to call the police officer. And I'm not getting out this car until you guys get here.
Alright, so let me give y'all an update on what the fuck happened to me yesterday, bro. I met this little chick, right? I met this bitch on Facebook dating. I don't even be on no fucking Facebook dating, bro. But I said, let me check my Facebook dating, bro. And sure enough, it was a cute little Johnny in that joint, fool. Little young, pretty bitch, fool. So let me get that whole chance. Hit her up. She hit me right back. Sent the number. She sent me her number. I text her, like, what you got going in the morning? I was supposed to be going to do content with my partner. I was supposed to be doing brunch. My partner yesterday. But he was busy, so I was like, man, let me hit the little joint up and see. Maybe she can, take some pictures of me and we can do some content and shit. Cute little joint. Hit the little joint up. She like, yeah. She like, I'm going to be ready in like 30 minutes. I was like, all right, bet. First red flag, she took forever to get ready, goddamn it. And then, so I went to pick up from Horn Lake. I'm thinking it's going to be a big ass house, fool. It's a small ass house. I thought it'd be had some money. She stay in Horn Lake. But anyway, then it's her mama house. So she came outside, bro, and her energy was just so awful. It's like from the time she got in the car, she was like acting stuck up and shit. Like, oh yeah, I deal with these type of guys all the time.
Pay attention to these red flags. At that point, yeah, like most cats said, I broke the date off right there. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and you know what? Actually, I gotta goddamn get to my mama house. I forgot she needs some help move. I don't care what the fuck it is. That energy is off. We can't vibe, though.
Shut the fuck up. No, you don't. I can see how you acting. So anyway, we was finna go downtown, but I wasn't even feeling it. I was like, bro, dude, I just need to get you something to eat and take you back to the crib because the energy was off. She's like, no, it's cool. I'm gonna be okay. So we ended up going to the little hibachi joint in South Haven. Went to the joint. Bro, we weren't there no longer than 30 minutes for sure. We got to the joint. She was like, she wanted to order some little fucking chicken fingers or something. I don't know. Bitch, I ain't never been no spot like this. So she kept saying, thank you. I've never been no place like this. Thank you for bringing me here. I'm like, that's cool, bitch. I come here all the time. So the guy come out to cook the hibachi in front of us. He come out of shit. And it's my guy. He always had a little liquor in the bottle. You know, he pour the liquor in people's mouth and shit. Did that. So I was like, you got the little liquor and shit. She was like, yeah. She was like, give me some. So he poured a big ass shot. I ain't gonna care. Poured a big ass shot. She governed that shit. I'm like, bitch, you don't have shit to prove. Slow down. So he was like, she was like, can I have another shot? Bam. He was like, yeah. He poured another shot, big ass shot. Man, poured another. She asked for another. He poured another. I'm like, damn, I normally get one shot from him. I ain't getting no fucking 3-4 shots from him. So I'm like, bitch, as you going through something, she kept saying, yeah, my dad just died, blah, 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 blah. My ex-boyfriend was beating me up and all type of shit. So I'm like, oh, bitch, slow down. So I guess she got drunk. The liquor hit her instantly, fool. Man, the bitch started trying to feed me. First, she went from stuck up his head, here, fool. Oh, bitch, slow down. So I guess she got drunk. The liquor hit her instantly, fool.
Let me see. Look at that hair. Look at that hair. That fake ass hair. All right, that's a red flag. All right, that is a very red flag. Real men are not interested in weaves, wigs, and sew-ins. Once again, that's part of these curses. Let's keep going.
Man, the bitch started trying to feed me. First, she went from stuck up his head, like standoffish, to the bitch trying to feed me, picking up my fork out my plate, trying to feed me and shit, fool. I'm like, baby, chill. It's like that, trying to kiss me, trying to put an arm around me and shit. I guarantee you, nigga, if you go to the place where it's at and tell them run the camera, they gonna see all this. Man, trying to kiss me, fool. I'm like, hold on, baby, hold on. Yeah, I had to get some more storage on my phone. But anyway, so after we was in the restaurant, she got drunk, trying to hug me and kiss me and shit. Motherfucking, I'm like, nah, baby, it's like this. So they say, I know, I see tears running her eyes. I'm like, bitch, you, because I'm telling them, like, you better not throw up. You didn't work out of lick, you better not throw up in this shit. It's high class ass therapy. You better not throw up. So she like, I'm not gonna throw up, I'm not gonna throw up. Man, the bitch started crying, see tears running. I'm like, bro, do not cry, fool. Do not get on no drunk shit. Next thing I know, she started bullhorning. I'm like, man, let roll. I'm paying her to play food. We just got to eating. Food just got done. I'm packing up shit. I'm like, let roll. I'm like, man, bring me the check. She's like, no, please sit down. Causing the same fool. White folks looking at me like I'm crazy. I'm like, bitch, we finna roll. Like, this embarrassing. I've never been embarrassed like that a day in my life, fool. So I'm like, bitch, I'm finna go. I paid for the shit. I'm out. She followed behind me. She get in the car. I'm finna show you how they get her. She get in the car. She was like, I'm sorry. I just want to be with you. Bitch, I don't even know you. I just met you an hour ago, fool. What are you talking about?
Say nothing else to you.
There you
You
go.
being weird as fuck, but I swear to God, that's fine. That's fine with me, bro, because you know I'm not a drinker. And that shit weird as fuck. That's the thing. You just met me and I'm not a drinker. I'm telling you I'm not a drinker. So why would you sit there and play in my face like that?
Hey, rule number 2, another red flag. If she always talking about why you playing in my face, I hate that shit. Playing in your fucking face. I hate that with a passion. If she says that shit, get the fuck away from her. Oh, you just playing in my face. Oh, yeah, they always playing in my... As soon as I hear it playing in my face, I'm exiting stage left like Snagglepuss, because that's a major red flag. Because they're going to use that on you. As soon as you do something, oh, you playing in my face. Like, what the fuck are you talking playing? Playing what? Nigga, I play video games, and that's on the console, my PC. You talking about playing in your fucking face. That's a red flag. Be careful.
See, that shit weird as fuck. You know I'm going through shit, bro.
I just met you not even 30 minutes ago. So
I'm going through a lot of shit. I told you what I've been through with my ex. Don't record me.
I got to for my safety, bro.
I'm not gonna touch you.
I got to.
You being weird.
We in South Haven. You cry. Listen to me. Listen to me. You didn't need all to talk. No, I need this for my safety because I'm not no regular nigga.
I'm not.
Bro, just listen to me talk, please.
I'm not a drinker.
Are you gonna let me talk?
I need somebody to support me.
I'm gonna take you at home,
what to do.
I'm gonna take you
I'm
home.
not a drinker. Why would you do that, bro? I don't want to be on camera.
Yeah, I ain't showing nobody this for my safety.
I'm not gonna do nothing to you.
Bro, you gotta think about it. For my safety.
I'm not gonna touch you.
So I didn't do nothing to you, right?
No, I'm not gonna touch you.
So why you crying?
Because I'm not a drinker.
You said I know that. I
I'm
just
going
met
through
you.
a lot. My daddy just passed away. You doing weird shit.
This for my
I'm
safety.
not gonna touch you. I'm okay. I know everything that's going on right now. I'm aware of everything.
I'm saying when I take you home and you go in there crying, they gonna be like, "What the fuck wrong with you?"
I'm not. I wanted to spend time with you.
I'm not been going nowhere with your drunk ass, fool.
I haven't been happy since I've been with my...
Rejection. Now, this is her response to his rejection because she went overboard.
It was abusive.
I don't know. I haven't abused you.
I'm sorry.
So what, you done got too drunk?
That's what it was.
So tell the camera there so I can cover my ass.
I got too drunk. And
So I didn't touch you. I didn't hurt you.
No, you didn't. Why would I play with you like that?
You making so, fool. I just met you. I don't know you. And you crying already. Look how you, I just met you 30 minutes ago and look at you.
Because I'm not a drinker. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not. I just started drinking January.
How old are you?
I'm 21. I hate when people take advantage of me.
I'm taking...
All right, hold up. That's why you gotta be careful. Ecclesiasticus 9:8. Turn away thine eye from a beautiful woman, and look not upon another's beauty. For many have been deceived by the beauty of a woman, for herewith love is kindled as a fire. See, he was attracted. I don't think she's beautiful because I don't like all the makeup and the weave and the wigs and shit. But you see, he was attracted. He thought she looked good. And that's why he went out with her, right? Hold on. You got a point right here, Ecclesiasticus 26:8. A drunken woman and a gatter abroad causeth great anger, and she will not cover her own shame. A drunken woman. It is not a womanly thing for a woman to just be splash drunk. Neither for a man, especially for a woman. Like, no, man, because then you're not able to control your emotions. A man, he gets, has a little too much to drink, and his logic goes out the window. But for a woman, her emotions become uncontrollable, and whatever her emotions are at that time, that's how they are programmed, and that's where she's at mentally, right? Which can be very, very dangerous.
Take advantage of you?
I'm not saying you taking advantage of me. I've been in my ex, literally, I've been where you want? I've been in a relationship. I just, literally.
Another thing, you gotta be careful. Like, that ain't got shit to do with me, because you was in an abusive relationship. Now I got to deal with all of the baggage that you have. That's that, hey, Erykah Badu, that bag lady, you gon' miss your bus. Carrying all them bags like that. Hey, these bags that they have from these past relationships, why would I have to deal with that? This is why it's crucial for a woman to watch who she lets into her, because you have access to sex. You allow men access to sex. Men have control access to marriage. So if you allow random not shit niggas to hit you, they leaving a seed, they're leaving an imprint in you. They leaving a spirit on you. And that is going to affect you. So when you try to get with another man, you carry all these issues. And that's not my problem. It's not our problem. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So look, I just met this girl and look at her, fool. I'm just trying to document this shit for my safety.
Okay, post it.
So then we get close. I'm just gonna drop you out. We get close to her street food. The bitch flipped out.
Embarrassment, rejection.
Okay, that's cool.
On 3665 Heathcliff Drive, Horn Lake, Mississippi.
Oh, I got something for you. I got on phone with the police, fool. Call police, told me I was trying to sex traffic her or rape her. Watch these videos, man. This awareness, man. Y'all be careful when y'all dealing with these females. Especially if you got some shit going, man. These bitches will try to trap you. Nigga, I ain't known it been 2 hours, fool. An hour, nigga, she trying to get me fucked up. Watch this shit.
And the police, because I want y'all to pull up there before I got there. He took me out to get drunk and do all this. Said if I don't suck his dick or fuck him, I would have to go to the house and this and that. So he's taking advantage of me, and I want to call the police officer. And I'm not getting out this car until you guys get here.
From angry, from emotional to angry.
What's your name? He don't want to tell me his name, but I gotta say, this is my first time linking with him. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. I'm in a truck, a Range Rover, a white Range Rover. I hit him, check my location. I have a British. So he said taking advantage of me. He's from Memphis, Tennessee. Don't record me.
Where did I go? Get to your house.
Ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
On me, I would have drove to the station.
You want me to talk to her?
Now you ain't talking this shit. You finna go to jail because you fucking play on me. You trying to treat me like a fucking set. You a sex trafficker. That's what the fuck you are, and I'm not getting out until they come.
Okay.
Bitch, you finna go to jail.
No,
it don't fucking matter. Stop recording.
He's a sex trafficker and he's trying to hurt you, but you're not going to get out of his car till the police come. Any other time, if a woman was, and you make women that have been literally sexually abused and sex trafficked and taken against their will, you make them look bad. You make them look bad because they like, damn, that really happened to me, but you just doing this shit because you angry and you want to see him get in trouble. So now you making a lot of women look questionable even when it's a serious occasion.
Where you say? We can go to your house so you can be safe.
No, ma'am. I'm gonna wait till you guys get here because he's trying to sex traffic.
I'll wait. I'll wait.
He said he will wait. So yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I'm at home.
You're not at home. Where we get to your house?
Yes, ma'am.
It says, after I showed her a pic of my kids at the restaurant, she then told me I'm not I'm trying to see what that says. I'm not trying to see my kids for a long time because I'm going to jail. Sheesh. If that ain't the devil. Yeah. Yeah, these hoes is full with demons, man.
I don't give a fuck about you recording because I'm my dead daddy. You told me if I don't suck your dick. You just told me that. And I recorded you.
What?
So I'm gonna show them that too.
That's cool.
That's fine. And you gonna go to jail because you just said that. Yeah, park right here.
I'm gonna park in the driveway.
Yeah, park. Don't park in my driveway. We at my house, 365. I'm pressing charges too. Yeah.
Because she's embarrassed.
Hey, Hugh. Come here. Hugh. Hugh. Look at this shit.
It's lying. Lying like a motherfucker. They like, oh God. And that's another thing. These cops can be doing something real, and they getting called to situations like this. How many times they get called because of domestic dispute, and it's only a dispute because a woman gets angry with the man, the so-called black woman, which is often at times, right? And it's not a major situation. And if it is a major situation, it's because you chose a nigga that wasn't shit. Well, I didn't know. No, all them tattoos and the nigga's a hood nigga. I was just looking at a post where they were going into saying that most of these women, they leaving all kind of comments. Most of these women are attracted to niggas that thug shit, and they saying that's in and out of jail as gangster. They saying that they more interesting. Yes, they did a study and found these women find those riff-raff niggas. They'll quickly give up the box to niggas that's nothing. These guys that ain't shit. Okay? Scammers, all of that. And I'm talking about mainly so-called black women. This is what the study and the statistic has shown. Drunk as hell over there, just lying.
Yeah, man. I ain't want to do this, man, but I've been getting all type of private calls all night, threats and shit. So I just want to clear the air before a motherfucker try to make me sound like I'm the bad person. Bruh.
No,
Be
rape
careful when y'all dealing with these females. This for awareness all. I'm not trying to embarrass this girl or nothing, but I'm just trying to save somebody, help somebody. Young brothers. She started acting crazy. Please record her because when the police come, it's your word against hers. Y'all have a good day.
Especially if
Hey there, listen. So basically, based upon
especially if you are a so-called black man. That's the type of shit that we go through. You know how many times these so-called black men are kicked out of their houses, been attacked by the woman because she's angry. She's disappointed. She's been embarrassed because of her actions, and her words been so offensive that she tried to leave the situation. He tried to take her home, and she spazzed out over that shit because you embarrassed. Because you embarrassed me, and you embarrassed us. Let's keep going, man. All right, specimen number 2. Oh my God. So the rapper Young Scooter You know, he was killed. She made, because this so-called black woman was mad at his friend and she basically swatted him, made a false call to the police, like they were doing all of these crazy things as you'll hear in the 911 call, to the point where they came, showed up at the house. The rapper tried to run out the back door, jump the gate, got impaled in his leg, hit an artery. He ended up bleeding out and dying. But it wasn't even about him. It was about his friend that was in the house with him, and his friend hadn't done nothing. She was just angry at him. She was mad at him because he went to spend time with him on his birthday and not her. Let's get into it, man.
Continuously beating me as he's already done this before. And me being a female, I was afraid. I never had any intentions that man was there. I never knew that man was there. I had no idea of that man's whereabouts. I'm speaking today to clear my name that I had no intentions to set anybody up. I never set anybody up. I was threatened by an individual that's connected to the source. And this individual has done things physically to me in the past. When he threatened me, I didn't know what to do, but what I did.
He wasn't even there. So I'm gonna play the 911 video, then I'll come back to this one. But he wasn't even there. Matter of fact, if he's doing all that, why are you still dealing with him? A lot of these women say, oh, well, I was afraid to leave. And all that's bullshit. You are in America. You have several different things that you can do if you are in an abusive relationship, and they will make it so you can leave and lock him down if you have real evidence that this is happening. But you choose to stay with him because the dick is good, or because he got a couple dollars, or because he looked fine, whatever his shit may be. But remember, you gave him access to you and continue to give him access to you and allowing that treatment to take place. So this is her little weak ass video where she's trying to claim that she's innocent with her nasally. It sounds like her nose is stopped up all the time. That's another fucking, that's another red flag. So check this out. Yeah, that's once again, without all of that shit off in our head, without all of that fucking sewing and these weaves and these wigs and shit. And she sit up here, she looked like Delonte West, you know what I'm saying? She looked like Delonte West did when he was standing in front of that damn gas station and they pulled up on him. And, he going through his mental disorders and shit. The one that had sex with, the basketball player that had sex with LeBron James' mama. You know what I'm saying? And then they kicked him out the NBA and he was all jacked up like after that, you feel me? Real good player. But, that's how she looked right there. That's how she really looked. All of that bullshit on the side, burning instead of beauty, because they ugly, man. Without all of that. Why? Because you're wicked as fuck. And it shows in you. Let me give you an example. Ecclesiasticus 26 and 17. It says, the wickedness of a woman changes her face and darkeneth her countenance like sackcloth. You're looking all crazy and ugly like that because that wickedness will catch up with your ass real quick. And they got plenty of, but that's mainly all women because of these curses. Not saying that it's not so-called white women and Asian women that's not going to catch up with as well. It'll catch up with them in time, but it's going to catch up with you so-called Negro women, Latino, and Native women even faster because you're already under these curses. All right.
There's a reaction for every action. This is part A. You guys didn't have part A. You guys only had part B. And the narrative, it looks like I was trying to set this man up because you guys don't have part B. I'm giving you part B. I'm giving you what led up to the call. I was physically abused, so I called to protect myself. That's the issue. That's part A. I never had any intentions to get anybody hurt. I was the one that was getting hurt. And I came here to say my truth. That's it. That's all. I don't want no clout. I don't want anything. All these troll pages, y'all don't know me. None of y'all know me at all. At the end of the day, I'm a woman. And I was physically abused multiple times.
She sound like she always got a stopped up nose. That's another fucking red flag. What's going on? That nasally trip. Always tripping and shit. Ugh. God, I hate that shit.
There was literally a shooting. The house, literally the neighbors next door, the house of the address that I just gave you, the 273. There is literally a whole domestic dispute going on. There's like 7 guys that live in this house.
What's your name?
I'm sorry, what is my name?
Okay. Tell me exactly what happened.
Okay, so I'm the neighborhood watch, and basically, like I said, these guys they're like selling drugs in and out of the house. All you see is guys coming in and out of the house with guns and stuff. They holding the guns in the air, and then it's like, I'm not sure if they're pimping, but it's the situation that's going on right now. This girl doesn't have on any clothes. They threw her outside.
They was up in there in her mind, in her lie. They was up in there doing everything, but that sounded like a fucking party at Jeffrey Epstein's crib. They was doing everything but messing with children up in there, according to her shit. Which, mind you, they found all of this to be an absolute lie.
Fighting the girl. He literally fought the girl. I'm not sure what they was fighting over. If they was fighting over drugs, that's what it sounded like. It sounded like they were fighting over drugs. And then they started shooting. She had someone come over there and they started shooting. But the house needs to be investigated. They're definitely doing illegal stuff over there, and it's disturbing the area.
How many shots were fired?
I would say 3. It was 3 shots.
When did it happen?
It's happening now.
Okay.
So I believe the girl is hurt.
And they're coming from 273 William Drive?
That's not, yes. And the girl is hurt because she was like bleeding profusely, like blood everywhere.
Okay. Do you see or hear anything else?
Yeah, she's trying to get away and they're holding her. She's being held hostage. Like she's trying to, they brought her, the guy that was fighting her, she ran outside naked and then he was fighting her outside. And then there was another commotion. She tried to get away. He dragged her back in the house. So now they're at the door, literally fighting. She's trying to get out. He's refusing to let her out. And it's like 7 guys in the house. There's also a child in danger as well.
Oh my God.
She has a baby.
Mind you, she's not even in the same county. She's calling from another county. This is what doesn't make sense. The people that the house that she's calling on his house, and she's in a whole nother county, but she's able to somehow sit here and see all of this, but she ain't even in the same fucking county.
Okay, you said the female is naked?
Yeah, she's naked and she's bleeding profusely from her head.
Okay. Can you give me a description of the male?
The male is like has like a caramel complexion, low haircut.
Is he black, white, Hispanic, or Asian?
He's black and he drives.
What color shirt and pants do he have on?
Blue, regular blue jeans and like a regular t-shirt.
Well, before I get into that, is this a business house or an apartment?
This is a house, and I think you guys should get here quick because this girl he's really hitting her, and it's a child involved. There is like 7 guys in the house, and they all have guns. You guys need to hurry and get here before she doesn't make it.
Man, we already have help organized for her. What's the phone number you're calling? Exactly what happened?
There's a situation going on in this house. There's 7 guys that live here, and they're basically, I'm not sure if they're running some type of sex traffic. This individual, she's a 5'2", light-skinned female, black hair. She ran outside naked, bleeding from her
5'2".
face. She tried to get away. She was dragged back into the house, and they're holding her hostage, and then there was a baby involved. So this situation is really serious, and he's punching her. If you guys don't get her, she's going to be really hurt.
Fucking demon. There goes part 2.
He was beating me.
All right, so let's continue this, and then I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up. More of this, this fake call that, this bullshit call that, got this man killed. Okay, over jealousy, over this female's jealousy, it led to the more death and destruction we are accustomed to, unfortunately, in our society. Let's go.
On this house, there's 7 guys that live here, and they're basically, I'm not sure if they're running some type of sex traffic. This individual, she's a 5'2", light-skinned female, black hair. She ran outside naked, bleeding from her face. She tried to get away. She was dragged back into the house, and they're holding her hostage, and then there was a baby involved. So this situation is really serious, and he's punching her. If you guys don't get her, she's going to be really hurt.
Atlanta, what's your operator number?
8715.
And you already have PD en route?
PD has been notified and it's being started.
Okay, stand by for
What's
fire.
your operator? You on fire?
Stand by. I'm not sure if the protocols will request it.
Okay.
Ma'am, are you with the patient now?
No, I'm a neighborhood watch. I'm just literally a neighborhood watch. I'm not in the house.
Okay.
Oh no.
Okay, no problem. About how old do you think she is?
She has to be about maybe. She looks a little underage, but I don't want to say that. Looks can be deceivers. So she's roughly, I'll say let's just say between 18 and 21, somewhere between those. That.
Is she awake?
What do you mean? Is she awake? He's beating her
Is she
bloody.
conscious?
He's beating her bloody. He's dragged her back in the house.
Is she breathing?
Ma'am, he dragged her back in the house.
Okay, I understand that. I'm going to ask you some more questions. I understand you're not.
This stupid ass attitude. Yeah, because and all of this is a lie. Still can't even maintain your composure. Still got a goddamn attitude. One of the number one things, I'm gonna have a problem with. That attitude. God. Dog.
Let's see what exactly is going on now. Just answer the questions to the best of your ability.
Okay.
Were any weapons involved?
Everyone in the house has weapons. The 7 guys that live there, they're roommates or something like that. I don't know if all 7 live there, but it's typically about the same amount that's there every day.
Okay. Is there any serious bleeding?
She's bleeding from her face, like the whole front of her face. She's bleeding profusely, and then there's a child involved.
Okay, is she responding normally?
Are you serious, ma'am?
Yes, I'm serious. I need to know for the paramedics if she's completely alert.
How can I assess if she is alert if I just told her they dragged her back in the house?
Attitude.
So like I advised earlier, just answer to the best of your ability.
She was breathing when she was outside trying to get away.
Hello, caller. If you don't know, you can just say unknown. That'll
Okay.
suffice. Okay.
Okay.
Is she having any difficulty breathing?
I don't know.
Thank you for that. Atlanta, it's not requesting for fire to go out there.
Okay, we do have PD started to this location. 2 officers are en route.
I'm clear on 2 officers en route. Thank you.
All right, Atlanta is disconnecting. All right, thank you, caller.
Okay, ma'am, I'm sitting.
All for nothing. Ecclesiasticus. 25 and 19. All wickedness is but little to the wickedness of a woman. Let the portion of a sinner fall upon her. See, when a woman says something in this society, because they're a weaker vessel, they make things a priority, especially when it comes to a phone call such as this. And so, just because she's wicked as hell, she was mad at her boyfriend for going to spend time with the rapper Young Scooter for his birthday, and before they went out, she swatted him. She got him swatted. He terrified. I don't know. The nigga didn't have no warrants or nothing. They said nigga just took off. But you know, in this country, these things have been weaponized against us so much. When our men see these police, you know, they're terrified. They take off running, even if you ain't did anything, man. Tried to jump the fence, got impaled in his leg, hit a major artery and bled out, man. All because of this. It says, all because of this. And this is just wicked. It's wicked as hell, man. And I'll say this much too. When you look up the word woman in the scripture, and you know, as you go through it, especially in the Apocrypha, it says a lot of negative things. It says good, positive things about a virtuous woman. But there are more wicked women out here in the world, just like there's more wicked men. 2/3 of our people. 2/3 of our people, the majority of them are wicked, men and women. But this book right here, especially for men that didn't grow up with their fathers, puts you up on game with women so you don't end up playing that nice guy role and just getting played. This is Ecclesiastes 25 and 24. Of the woman came the beginning of sin, and through her we all die. All right. This is the type of things that we see. A lot of cats get their head busted because of what a woman said, man. You know, I'm gonna go to Micah 7 and 10 real quick because this is, and they wonder, well, why are they just so tired of their own women, and why this and why that? I mean, it's quite simple. Because of these curses, man. Micah 7 and 10. Then she that is mine enemy shall see it, and shame shall cover her, which said unto me, where is Yahweh thy power? Mine eyes shall behold her. Now shall she be trodden down as the mire of the streets. And this is all, makes all the sense as the condition of the so-called Negro man and woman, especially Israelites in general, Native, Latino, and Negro. But that divide between the so-called black man and black woman is very great for this reason. You know, I've seen them get the police call on them way more than a white woman would do a black man. I'm not exempting her because they'll do the same shit. All these American women will. That's why in that day when you're not able to call the police, it's a wrap. It is going to be a wrap because I know these cops be like, damn, I'm so sick of this because the calls like that, man, be completely bogus or not worth their time. Okay? It says, 1 Corinthians 11 and 8, for the man is not of the woman, but the woman of the man. Neither was the man created for the woman, but the woman for the man. This is the order. If you say you believe in the Bible, even if you don't, this is the order. This is the way it was created. That's why, you know, in certain places around the world, Middle East or what have you, this is the way it runs. And there's stability outside the instability that democracy brings. It says, for this cause ought the woman to have power over her head because of the angels. And you saw old girl, how she looked in that damn mugshot. Just bald headed Bobby, you know what I'm saying? Same thing with the other chick, bald headed Bobby. Because of these curses. Nevertheless, neither is the man without the woman, neither the woman without the man in Yahweh and the Lord. All right, because we're supposed to be a team, we're supposed to be our support. And when you fail that role and you take on a selfish role that this country embodies of our women, it's a wrap. You fail to appease the Lord and serve your purpose on this side. Because it says a woman in her pleasure is dead while she liveth. I just want to worry about me, do what I want, and I can worry about getting married later. And when the time comes, ain't nobody looking for you. You wasted your time. It says, for as the woman is of the man, so is the man also of the woman. But all things but all things of the Most High. Let's get to these curses, and I'm going to go ahead and get up out of here. It's Isaiah 3:16. Moreover, Yahweh saith, because the daughters of Zion are haughty and walk with stretched forth necks and wanton eyes. Look you dead in your eyes, and she be with her man, like, oh, give me them eyes, you know. Walking and mincing as they go, and making a tinkling with their feet, you know, the ankle bracelet. Therefore, the Lord will smite with a scab the crown of the head of the daughters of Zion. Let me show you that scab, man. Not like y'all ain't seen it. That's that scab. That's why they quick to throw on all of that bullshit, horse hair, this fake hair, and a lot of those that prosthetic or that fake hair they get are not even fake. A lot of that comes from a good amount of it, the really expensive kind, come from dead women from India. They did a documentary on it, or they'll take it and make weave out of it. From the weave they find, or the hair that they find in drains, they'll comb it out, put it together. It'd be in sewage drain. It's disgusting. So that, and then hold those up. All right, Isaiah 3:17. Therefore, let the Lord will smite with a scab, as I just showed you, the crown of the head of the daughters of Zion, and Yahweh will discover their secret parts. It says, in that day, the Lord will take away the bravery of their tinkling ornaments, and their feet, and their cowls, and their round tires like the moon, the chains and the bracelets and the mufflers, all of that apparel, right? All of that apparel that make them look like who they aren't. All that makeup and all them weaves and wigs and sew-ins. It says the bonnets and the ornaments of the legs and the headbands and the tablets and earrings, the rings, the nose jewels, the changeable suits of apparel and the mantle and the wimples and the crisping pins, the glasses and the fine linen and the hoods and the veils. And it shall come to pass that instead of sweet smell, there shall be stink. Hey, in that box, it's a good amount of our so-called black women. That box is cutting up, man. It be on fire. Okay, and I say that from experience. Not me talking shit or nothing. I say that from experience. I'm having sex with different nations. Them curses is alive and in full effect. Sometimes that mug be smell like hot catfish nuggets. You know what I'm saying? It's a trip, man. Them curses ain't no joke. Most High ain't playing with you. Okay? It says, and instead of a girdle or rent, that hey, a lot of our women, I was walking to the park the other day up my street. Woman popped out the car with her daughter, and she had this long, crazy weave. You know, she was bald headed as hell. And she had nerve to have a cut off shirt with her belly exposed. Her belly looked like a sack of potatoes, man. I ain't gonna hold, just like a sack of barley. She was crazy. That shit look crazy. I'm like, how? Why? It's just so embarrassing, man, to see that type of shit. You not only you embarrassing us as a nation, you embarrassing your daughter looking like that. Tattoo, of course, she had that tramp stamp on her back. It's crazy, man. It says, and instead of well set hair, baldness, and instead of a stomacher, a girding of sackcloth, and burning instead of beauty. And I just showed you them two chicks without all of that shit. They look ugly as hell. These curses ain't no joke. So my point in being, watch yourself. This ain't a story. I mean, this ain't a lesson. Oh, you just hate your women. You just like I hate 2/3 of my women. I hate 2/3 of the men in my nation. I do. On this side, they're gonna have to go. But just understand something. The so-called black, Latino, or Native man do not need the Israelite woman to bring back the nation of Israel. No matter what nation woman we go into, that child is always going to be an Israelite. And it's going to have to happen like that because 2/3 of our women on this side are going to be destroyed for this very reason. And for these 2/3 men that they like to deal with, hoods and gangsters and all that shit. All right. I'm going to leave it at that. I pray you were edified. Stay circumspect. Do your study. Pay attention. Get your household in order. Next time I bid you shalom.